Hello dear students, I am Jackishan. Welcome to the fourth part of chapter 13, Surface Areas and Volumes. Students, in the previous parts, that is in part 1, we have covered the introduction of this chapter. There we have studied about all the formulae related to the solids: cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, hollow cylinder, sphere, hemisphere. Okay, we have studied about all the formulae related to these solids in part 1. In part 2 we have covered two questions of exercise 13.1, and in part 3 we have solved till question number 7 of exercise 13.1. Now in this part of the video, that is in part 1, we are going to solve question number 8 and 9 of exercise 13.1, and then we'll start exercise 13.2. Okay students, so let us see that what is question number 8 of exercise 13.1. Question number 8 is, from a solid cylinder whose height is 2.4 centimeter and diameter is 1.4 centimeter, a conical cavity of the same height and the same diameter is hollowed out. Find the total surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. So students, the first thing that is very important, firstly we should understand the question, that what is the question, and we'll understand this question by the help of the figure. So see, firstly it is given that there is a cylinder whose height is 2.4 and diameter is 1.4, like this. Okay, height is 2.4 centimeter and diameter is 1.4 centimeter. Okay, suppose it is the center, so basically the diameter here also it will be 1.4. Now a conical cavity of the same height, okay, means a cone of the same height and the same diameter, means from the top of this cylinder, okay, and with the same base, means with the same base, a conical cavity of the same height, means height of 2.4 is hollowed out. Hollowed out means cut out. Okay, like this. Okay, in this cylinder this conical part is hollowed out. Okay, the diameter of the cone is what? 1.4 centimeter and the height of the cone is 2.4 centimeter. Basically it is cut out from the cylinder. Okay, now students, we have to find the total surface area of the remaining solid. Which solid is remaining, students? If we'll draw a figure, same figure in which this conical cavity is cut out, then the figure will be like this. Okay, here in this cylinder we have just cut out this conical cavity. Okay, then what shape will be there? This shape. Okay, so we have to find total surface area of the remaining solid, means we have to find the total surface area of this solid. So how we'll solve this question? Firstly, you have to understand, students, that what portion is coming in the total surface area of the remaining solid. See, the curved surface area of the cylinder is coming. Okay, so basically when we will solve the question, we'll write in the solution part. In the solution part we'll write that total surface area of remaining solid, total surface area of remaining solid, what it will be, students? It will be the curved surface area of the cylinder. Okay, the circular portion of the cylinder is there. Okay, so here it is curved surface area of cylinder. And what else is there? The curved surface area of cone is also there, na? See, when we have only cylinder, in that no surface of the cone is there. Okay, but when conical cavity is cut out, then this wall comes out. Okay, now this is the wall of a cone. Okay, so you have to add this surface also. Okay, so here we will add curved surface area of cone also. Okay, in the beginning of the figure, we were not having the wall of this cone, but when a cone is cut out, okay, from this cylinder, then this wall will be there. Okay, so we have to find this circular wall, and this circular wall is the wall of what? Cone. So we have to add this curved surface area of the cone. And one more thing is there, students, this base. Okay, this base is also there, so we will add base of cylinder. Now just putting all the formulae. Curved surface area of cylinder, we know that it is 2 pi RH. Curved surface area of cone, we know that it is pi RL. And base of the cylinder, it is pi R square. Okay, so basically R will be same for all. Okay, we know that if diameter is given 1.4 centimeter, then R will be what? 0.7 centimeter, or we can write it 7 by 10 centimeter. Okay, height is given 2.4 centimeter. Okay, so we can write it 24 by 10 centimeter. Okay students, now just take pi r common from everywhere. Okay, then what will be left? From here 2h will be there. From here, okay, pi r is common, only L will be there. And from here pi r is common, then only r is there. Okay students, now pi is what? 22 by 7. R is what? 7 by 10. Okay, we have written from here. 2h is what? 2 into 2.4. L is what? As we know that, students, what is L? L is the slant height of the cone. Okay, so the formula of L is what? L is equal to under root h square plus r square. Okay, so we'll write here under root h square. H is what? 2.4 whole square plus r square. R is what? 0.7 whole square. Okay, and then in the last r is there. R is what? R is 0.7. Okay students, now see, 7 and 7 will be cancelled out. Only 22 by 10 is there. In the bracket, 2 into 2.4, that will be 4.8. And when you will solve this part, so suppose students, if decimal is not there, then it will be 24. 24 square is what? We know that 24 square is 576. Okay, 0.7. 7 square is what? If suppose if only 7 is there, then 7 square is what? 49. Okay, now if you will add it, you will get what? 625. 625 is the square of what? 25. Okay, if the decimals are there, then the square of 2.4 is 5.76. The square of 0.7 is 0.49. Okay, when you will add it, you will get 6.25, and 6.25 is the square of what? 2.5. Okay, so this is the calculation. When you will be in the practice, then you can easily solve this. So basically the under root 2.4 whole square plus 0.7 whole square will be 2.5, and it is 0.7. Now adding all these 4.8, 2.5 and 0.7, so it will be 4.8 plus 2.5 plus 0.7. If you will add all these, you will get 8. Okay, so 22 by 10, and the value of this is 8. So when you will solve it, 22 8s are 176, and 176 by 10 is 17.6 centimeter square. So this will be the answer of this question, that what will be the total surface area of the remaining solid. The total surface area of the remaining solid is 17.6 centimeter square. See, nothing tough was there in this question, okay. Only it was given that there is a cylinder and one conical cavity is cut out whose diameter is the same of the cylinder, height is the same of the cylinder, okay. So from this cylinder, this conical cavity is cut out, and since a conical cavity is cut out, then a conical shape will be formed there, okay. A conical surface will be formed there, okay. So when you are going to find the total surface area of the solid, which is like this, okay, so you have to add the curved surface area of the cylinder, the curved surface area of the cone. As the conical cavity is cut out, a conical surface is generated here, okay. So you have to add that also, and the base of the cylinder. So here we have added all these three. The value of L is slant height. We know that L is equal to under root h square plus r square, so we have put that value also, okay. And after that, after solving it, we have got the value 17.6 centimeter square. So students, little bit calculation will be complicated here, but not that much, okay. And one more thing, you have to understand this concept, that whenever any solid is cutting out from any solid, okay, then that wall will be generated there. Then you have to add that curved surface area of that solid also, okay. But in the case of volume, here you are adding na. But in the case of volume, when you will find the volume, if any, like here in this question, in the cylinder, this conical cavity is cutting out, okay. Suppose the question is related to volume. In that case, students, you have to subtract the volume of the cone from the volume of the cylinder, okay. But in the case of curved surface area, since by cutting this cone, one surface is generated, that is conical surface, so you have to add that, okay. So this concept you have to understand, so that you can solve the question easily. Now students, coming to question number 9. Question number 9 is, a wooden article was made by scooping out. Scooping out means hollowed out or cut out, okay. So a wooden article was made by scooping out a hemisphere from each end of a solid cylinder, okay. From each end of the solid cylinder, a hemisphere is cut out, as shown in the figure is also given, okay. If the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter and its base is of radius 3.5 centimeter, find the total surface area of the article. So firstly, let us see the figure. So the figure of the question is this, okay. Here a wooden article, and it is made by scooping out. Scooping out means this hemispherical shape is cut out from the cylinder, okay. This hemispherical shape is cut out from this solid cylinder, and the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter, and the radius of the cylinder is 3.5 centimeter, okay. And that will be the radius of the cylinder also, okay. So here also, since we have to find the total surface area of the remaining solid, so firstly let us see that what is given. Radius is given, it is 3.5 centimeter, okay. And 3.5 centimeter, we can also write it like 7 by 2 centimeter, so that the calculation will be easy, okay. And height of the cylinder is given 10 centimeter, okay. Now see students, if we want to find the total surface area of the article the total surface area of the article, then what we have to do? Okay, then what we have to do, the very first thing is we have to add the curved surface area of cylinder, and after that we have to add curved surface area since this hemispherical portion is cut out. Okay, so this wall is generated in this cylinder. Okay, this circular wall is generated in this cylinder. In the beginning it was not there, but after cutting out, after scooping out this hemispherical portion, now this wall will be generated there. Okay, so we have to add the curved surface area of hemispherical portion. Okay, here also the same thing will be there. Okay, in the beginning hemispherical portion was not there, but after scooping out the hemispherical portion, this circular portion is now generated in the cylinder. So we have to add that also. So either we can write it separately, that plus curved surface area of hemispherical portion, or we can simply here multiply it by 2, one time for this and one time for this. Okay, so it is 2 times curved surface area of hemispherical portion. Curved surface area of the cylinder plus 2 times curved surface area of the hemispherical portion. Now what is the formula of curved surface area of the cylinder? We know that it is 2 pi RH plus 2 times curved surface area of the hemispherical portion. What is the curved surface area of the hemispherical portion? It is 2 pi r square. Okay, so in these two, what we can take common? We can take common 2 pi r. So what is left from here? H is left, and from here plus 2, 1 2 is left, and 1 r is left. Okay, now see, when we'll put the value, it will be 2. Pi is what? 22 by 7. R is what? Radius. It is 7 by 2. H is 10 plus 2 into R means 2 into 7 by 2. Okay, after that we'll solve it. This 7 and 7 will be cancelled out, this 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. Now what is left? 22 only, and in the bracket this 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. 10 plus 7, that is 17. So basically it will be 17 to the 34, and 17 to the 34 and 3 37. 374 centimeter square will be the answer of this question. Okay, simply we have to understand the concept. When two hemispherical portion is scooping out from the cylinder, okay, then the remaining portion will be only like this. Okay, suppose this was the cylinder, and now one hemispherical portion is cut out from here, and one hemispherical portion is cut out from here. Okay, so only this portion is left. So how we'll calculate the total surface area of this portion? We have added the curved surface area of the cylinder, after that curved surface area of this portion and curved surface area of this portion. Since both will be the same, so it will be 2 times curved surface area of the hemispherical portion. Okay students, so in total surface area of the article, we have added the curved surface area of the cylinder plus 2 times curved surface area of the hemispherical portion. And after that, by putting all the values, we have got the result, that is 374 centimeter square. So just pause the video and note it down. So students, like this we have completed the first exercise 13.1, which was based on the surface areas of the solids. Now we'll start exercise 13.2, and which will be based upon the volumes of the solids, volumes of the combination of the solids. So let us see, students. Exercise 13.2, based upon volume of the combination of the solids. Okay, so we'll understand this exercise by the help of the questions. So the first question of this exercise is: a solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere. Okay, so basically a cone is standing on a hemisphere with both their radii being equal to 1 centimeter. Means the radius of the cone is 1 centimeter as well as the radius of the hemisphere is 1 centimeter. Okay, and the height of the cone is equal to its radius, and height of the cone is also equal to the radius, means equal to 1 centimeter. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. Okay, so firstly let us draw the figure of this question. So according to the question I have drawn the figure. Okay, the radius of this hemisphere is 1 centimeter, as well as it will be the radius of this cone also, and the height of the cone is also equal to the radius of the cone, that is 1 centimeter. Okay, now we have to find the total volume of the solid. Okay, so in the solution, firstly we'll write that what we have: radius is 1 centimeter, radius of the hemispherical portion as well as the conical portion, and height of the cone is also 1 centimeter. Okay, now we have to find volume of the solid. So see, students, since here one solid is cone and one solid is hemisphere. Okay, so when we want to find the total surface area of the solid, we have to add volume of conical portion plus volume of hemispherical portion. Okay, and for this you have to learn all the formulae so that you can put the formula here. Okay, volume of conical portion. What is the formula of volume of cone? It is 1 by 3 pi r square h. And what is the volume of hemispherical portion? It is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, students, now putting all the values 1 by 3, since we have to find the volume in terms of pi. Okay, so we'll not put the value of pi, it is pi only. Radius is 1, so 1 is square, and height is also 1, so it will be 1, plus 2 by 3 pi r cube means 1 cube. Okay, now see, it will be 1 square is 1 into 1, that is 1. So the whole term is what? Pi by 3. Okay, when you will multiply it all, you will get what? Pi by 3. And from here what you will get? 2 by 3 pi. Okay, students, so pi by 3 plus 2 by 3 pi, okay, means 2 pi by 3. LCM will be 3, and when you will add it, what you will get? Pi plus 2 pi, that is 3 pi. So 3 pi by 3, 3 will be cancelled out. What is left? Only pi, and since it is the volume, so it will be pi centimeter cube. So this will be the answer of this question, students. The question was very easy. Only you have to do is what? You have to add the volume of the conical portion with the volume of the hemispherical portion. Nothing else you have to do here. Okay, and after solving it, you will get what? Pi centimeter cube as your answer. So just pause the video and note it down. Now coming to our next question, students, that is question number 2 of exercise 13.2. Coming to the next question, students, question number 2 is Russell, an engineering student, was asked to make a model shaped like a cylinder with two cones attached at its two ends by using a thin aluminum sheet. Okay, the diameter of the model is 3 centimeter and its length is 12 centimeter. So the question 2 is Russell, an engineering student, was asked to make a model shaped like a cylinder with two cones attached at its two ends. Okay, so basically there is a cylinder and at the ends of the cylinder two cones will be there. Okay, what else is given? The diameter of the model is 3 centimeter, means the diameter of the model, or you can say the diameter of the cylinder, is 3 centimeter and its length is 12 centimeter. Total length will be 12. If each cone has a height of 2 centimeter, find the volume of the air contained in the model that Russell made. So firstly, students, by the help of the question, we'll draw a figure. Okay, and the figure will be like this. Okay, this is the cylindrical portion. At its end two cones are attached and the height of the cones are 2 centimeter. Okay, the height of the cones are 2 centimeter and the total diameter of the cylinder is 3 centimeter, so its radius will be 1.5 centimeter. Okay, here also and here also it is 1.5 centimeter. Now students, just try to calculate only the height of the cylinder. What will be the height of only cylinder? Okay, so just try to calculate it. What will be the height of cylinder? See, the total height is 12. So if it is 2 and if it is 2, so what will be the height of the remaining part? Okay, and the remaining part is cylinder. So in 12 you will subtract 2 and 2, means you have to subtract 4. So in 12 when you will subtract 4, so the height of the cylinder will be what? 8 centimeter. Okay, now in the question it is asked to find the volume of the total volume of the model. Okay, so that you have to just add the volume of the cylinder plus volume of the cone plus volume of the cone, or you can simply write it that volume of the volume of the model will be the volume of the cylinder plus 2 into volume of the cone, because both the cones are of the same dimensions. Okay, so firstly we'll write that what is given here. Okay, so the radius will be 3 by 2 centimeter, that is 1.5 centimeter. Okay, height of cone is given 2 centimeter and height of cylinder we have calculated it by 12 minus 4, it will be 8 centimeter. Okay, now students, just write the formula for volume of model. It will be volume of cylindrical portion plus, see, one time the volume of the cone and here also one time the volume of the cone, so we'll write 2 into volume of conical portion. So it will be volume of cylindrical portion is, we know that the formula of the volume of the cylinder is pi r square h, so it will be pi r square h. It is height of cylinder na, so we'll write here cy, so that it will be okay, considered as height of cylinder. And here 2 times the volume of conical portion. So volume of conical portion, we know that the volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square and h, but h is what? Cone. Here h is what? H is for cylinder and here h is for cone. Now solve it. Just take pi r square as common. Okay, so when you will take pi r square as common, so h of cy means height of cylinder will be here, and 2 by 3 h of cone is here. Okay, just solve it. Pi is what? We know that pi is 22 by 7. R is what? R is 1.5, or you can say 1.5, or you can say 15 upon 10. So 15 upon 10 square will be 15 upon 10 into 15 upon 10. Okay, and after that height of cylinder. Height of cylinder is what? 8 centimeter plus 2 by 3. Height of cone, that is 2. Okay, so after solving it, what you will get? 22 by 7 into 3 upon, or leave it as it is, 15 upon 10 into 15 upon 10, and here it is 8 plus 4 upon 3. Okay, solve it. 22 by 7 into 15 upon 10 into 15 upon 10, and when you will solve it, 8 3s are 24, 24 plus 4, 28 by 3. Okay, so this 7 will cancel this 28 4 times, and this 3 will be cancel it at 5 times. Okay, so just solve it again. What is left? 22 into 15. Okay, and here it is 5 and 4, and in the denominator 10 into 10 is there. Okay, so by 1 2, okay, this will be 5 times, and by this 2, this will be 5 times. This 5 and 5 will be cancelled out. This 5, it will be 3 times. So what is left? Only 22 into 3. So 22 into 3 will be what? 66 centimeter cube. Okay students, so this will be the answer of this question. So what was the main concept here? That we have to add the volume of the cylinder to the volumes of two cones, okay, that is attached on the end of the cylinders. Okay, and after that we have written the formula and then we have solved. Okay, so it was only the calculation here. After calculating it, you will get your answer. So this was question number 2 of exercise 13.2. I hope you all understood it. If you have not understood, then just backward the video and watch it again so that you can understand it properly. Okay students, so this is enough for today. We'll start from question number 3 in the next part of the video. Thank you students.